Good morning. How is everyone? I am really excited about today. We're still on our series called It's All About Them, where we're talking about our inner circle and choosing our inner circle. Last week we talked about the things that we should look for when it comes to picking our inner circle. And our inner circle are those people that are closest to us. Those people will help determine our potential, believe it or not. And what's interesting is we talked a whole lot about, the inner circle, but we can have multiple inner circles, right? Because those inner circles can serve multiple purposes. So you may have an inner circle that's made up of family members. You may have an inner circle that's made up of other entrepreneurs. If you're an entrepreneur, you may have colleagues that make up an inner circle. So you can have multiple inner circles. So everything and all that we talked about regarding choosing those in your inner circle, it applies to each and every inner circle that you may have. So it's really important that you choose the right people for your inner circle because, again, that inner circle will help determine your potential in that area that circle has influence in your life. So if you have members in your inner circle that they're not improving for the sake of you, they're not improving for the sake of the inner circle, they're not improving for the sake of the entire team, then you need to make a change. I'm not going to tell you what that change is, but you definitely need to make a change because that circle, again, will impact your overall potential. And so don't take it lightly. So we focus mostly on building your inner circle. Something that I'd be remiss if I didn't mention is you preparing yourself to be a good inner circle member, spending the time to make sure that you're confident, to make sure that you're adding to that inner circle, to make sure that you're not bringing the individuals down in the inner circle, and to make sure that you are not bringing the inner circle down as a whole, to make sure that you are doing things that is uplifting that circle and that you're doing things to improve or to enhance the overall potential of each person in the inner circle that you're a part of, as well as the entire team. So make sure that you're a good inner circle member, because at some point in time you will be in someone's inner circle. That is, if you're someone that tends to add to people and not take away from people. So be prepared to be an inner circle, a good inner circle member. I want to give you some homework. I want you to do a couple things. First thing I want you to do is I want you to make a list of your inner circle or your inner circles. Just make a list. And then you're going to go down that list and you're going to identify those that add to you. And you're going to identify those that are taking away from you. And all this will do is just help bring awareness to your inner circle and bring awareness to those that are impacting your lives in a positive manner. And also, if you are a member of an inner circle, make a list of the people that are in the inner circle where you're a member of that inner circle. And then also kind of grade yourself in terms of, are you adding to the lives of those people? Are you helping them improve overall? Because, again, another point that I made is that everyone in the inner circle, be it your inner circle or be it the one that you are a part of, should be on a journey of growth. You guys should be growing together. And so one way to do that really effectively is to make sure that you're adding to each other and you're creating a give relationship where you're giving 100%, they're giving 100% to growing you and to making you overall a better person. So make a list of your inner circles, both your inner circle, the one, the people that are in your inner circle, and then the inner circles that you personally are part of. And then to list the things that you're doing personally to develop those individuals that are in your inner circle. And then make a list of the things that you're doing to develop those peers that you are in someone else's circle or where you are in someone else's circle. So what are you doing to develop the people that are around you, period? Are you helping them develop? Are you doing things to develop yourself? If you are you sharing those things? Are you sharing things that you read? Are you sharing conferences or workshops or other things like that you attend? But make sure you're doing something to help develop those that are around you. And again, lastly, just make sure you're preparing yourself to be in someone else's inner circle. Even if you're not in someone else's inner circle, just be prepared. Be ready to come into the game when the coach calls you off the bench. I want to spend time talking now about making sure that your inner circle is an inner circle of power. And the best way to ensure that your inner circle is an inner circle of power is you grant power to that inner circle. You know, you don't want a weak inner circle. You don't want an inner circle that's basically powerless. You want an inner circle full of strong leaders, full of people that are empowered. And only secure leaders give away power to others. Not insecure leaders, but only secure leaders actually give power away to others. Mark Twain said that great things can happen when you don't care who gets the credit. I think I need to say that one more time. Mark Twain said that great things can happen when you don't care who gets the credit. Oftentimes we want to be the ones on the front, at the beginning of the article, on the front page of the magazine, the front page of the newspaper, saying, look what I did, look what I did, look what I did. But a great leader could care less who gets the credit, because the great leader knows that if things are being done that warrant credit, then the team is winning. The team is winning, and that's all a great leader cares about. So how do we empower our circle? How do we give power to those that we lead? Well, we just do it. And oftentimes there are things that interfere with us doing that. And I just want to cover three things right now. And these are, we will call them the barriers to empowerment, the barriers that are in place that prevent you from empowering or strengthening your team or strengthening those that you lead. Number one is a desire for job security. You know, people tend to say, you know what? Nope, I'm not going to give up this information. I'm not going to empower Betty, because if I do, Betty's already strong. She's stronger than me in certain areas. If I give her this power, she's ultimately going to take my job. Well, if you're a good leader, that's what you want to happen, unless you are very comfortable in that job and you don't want to grow. You don't want to move ahead. You don't want to move forward, because if we're a good leader, we are developing people to take our jobs. We're developing people to move us out so that we can move up. So job security is definitely a barrier to empowering those that you lead, empowering those that are in your organization or on your team. The second one is a resistance to change. A resistance to change. A lot of times we don't like change. Many people don't like change, but I promise you there is no growth at all in your team, in your organization, without change. There's absolutely no growth without change. And the reason people tend not to like change is because of the unknown, what's around the corner. And oftentimes change is announced. And so when change is announced, it's actually almost easier to deal with change without knowing the change is coming, because when you know the change is coming, then in your brain, oftentimes you will create scenarios, or you'll create a whole story about what's going to happen as a result of the change. It's almost better sometimes to be thrown into the change and then deal with things as they come. Unless you have the ability to not create the negative story and create the positive story as a result, as it relates to the change that's coming. But a resistance to change is a barrier to folks actually giving those in your organization power to grow. And lastly, a lack of self-worth. You have to believe that you are worthy of being in the position that you're in, and that it's not an accident that you're in the position that you're in. It's not an accident that you're a leader. You are worth something. You are not invaluable. So it's very important for you to believe, and a belief is simply information that at some point in time we've agreed with. So it's very important for you to believe that you are a leader, that you are strong, and that your self-worth is intact. And don't believe the other things that you hear. Don't believe that you're not worthy, that you're in that position because of what you think you know, or you're in that position because you've been here the longest, or you're in that position because somebody just tapped you because they like you and they don't like me. So don't believe that information. Believe the information that you are more than capable, you are very, very competent, and that you were born to be in that position as a leader. So that's the third one, the third barrier to empowering our followers, empowering our inner circle. And again, we want to empower them because empowerment is a key ingredient to leadership. And we want the people that are in our inner circle to be effective leaders. We can have a circle full of people that just that are followers, and we grow those followers. We make them better. We help them with their self-development. And again, we'll see growth in our organization. We'll see growth in our team. You'll see growth in yourself. But if you want to see exponential growth, and this is something we'll talk about later, if you want to see exponential growth, you will develop leaders. You will empower those leaders. You will give them things to do and be confident and believe that they can get those things done. Okay? So you want to find strong leaders in your organization, strong leaders that are in your inner circle to empower. So that means when I say you want to find them, that means you're looking for them. You're constantly looking for them. So you're not looking not to empower someone. You are looking to empower someone. You are looking to create exponential growth in your organization, not to hold on to your job, not to resist change, and not to doubt yourself. Okay, so it's real important that you make sure that you are empowering the leaders that are in your organizations. You want to be someone that is lifting the group up, that you're giving to this group freely and you're supporting them. And empowering someone is not giving them some power or giving them a task and thinking that they're not going to accomplish it. Empowering someone is truly trusting that they're going to accomplish something, and that comes out. So if you make sure that you believe the empowerment that you are passing out. So when you give someone a task that you never would have given them to do, or you give someone a responsibility, please believe that responsibility is going to get done. That's a key ingredient to you being able to empower someone, and that's believing that they will accomplish it. So you can't assign me a task and then turn your back and walk away and think to yourself or say to yourself, he's going to mess it up. He's going to blow it. It's never going to get done, because that will resonate with the people that you lead, and it will resonate just in the air of your organization. That thought process, that mindset, it won't just disappear. It won't just go away. So if you have those negative thoughts will be a part of the way you lead your organization or lead your group or lead your team. And that same attitude will bleed off somehow onto those that you're leading. So empower your folks, give them strength, because if you do, you will make them stronger leaders. And if you make them stronger leaders, you'll see exponential growth in your team, in your organization. Man, time flies when you're having fun. We're talking about empowering those people in your inner circle. I challenge you to do it. I challenge you not to be afraid to do it. If you want to see exponential growth in your organization, on your team, empower people to do things and believe that they can get those things done. Today's call was sponsored by ShareNote.com. ShareNote.com is an electronic health record system that manages data and manages documentation and runs practices that provide behavioral health care services or mental health services. We want to thank you for listening. We hope you come back next week. Tell a friend. I wish that you have a great day, and I send you blessings.